Hey folks, I'm back. Listen, today I want to talk to you guys about a different subject matter. Yes, that's right. The subject matter is self-pity. How many of us out there know someone that always feels sorry for themselves, always keeps on putting themselves down, always says something negative about themselves. They degrade themselves. They always make themselves feel worthless, that they're no good. And they're always saying these things over and over again. I'm sure we know someone out there that is just like that. Now, it's all good and well comforting them, hugging them, and just giving them some reassuring words to say, don't worry, things will be okay. But do you know what? At the end of the day, I used to do that myself. I used to offer a bit of reassurance by comforting them. Don't worry about it. Things will be okay. Things will fizzle out. It might be hard now, but it will get easier later on. Things of that nature I used to say to people. But soon time come, I've come to realize, do you know what? I'm not actually helping them by me saying that. Because let me tell you something. By me saying that, it doesn't actually empower them. And they always replay that same message over and over again. It doesn't actually help them to move on. It might help that situation at that present time and at that moment, yeah. But then when they're alone or when they're in a different situation and a circumstance, they're playing that same old thing over and over again inside their head. They're degrading themselves. They're making themselves feel worthless. They're self-pitying themselves. And do you know what? Now I've come to realize these people are so selfish. Yes, that's right. They are selfish because by putting themselves down, they're destroying themselves. And if they destroy themselves, they're going to end up destroying others. Because their attitude affects others close to them, their families or their spouses or their friends. Because their emotional state has an impact on others. Because they tend to project that. Now, if they feel rubbish, no doubt that they're going to make someone feel rubbish in their family, someone who's really close to them. Because I'm sure that you guys have heard that saying. Well, not the saying, but the message goes something like this. Do what you do to others and others will do the things that you dislike. So, for example, that came across kind of twisted, but I'm going to explain that one anyway. So, if you dislike something that someone has, they've done something to upset you. Sometimes we end up doing the same thing that they've done to us, to others. Something that we disliked, we end up doing it to others. This is something that we've got to be mindful of, because if you're not mindful of projecting how a person deals with you and you end up doing it to someone else, that's what's going to happen. But you can actually stop that cycle from happening if you're mindful, if you're cautious about, hang on a second, I don't like to be treated this way, and I'm sure I'm not going to treat anyone else the way that I've just been dealt with. Because that's what tends to happen with those people who are not mindful about these sort of things. Anyway, back to my point, people. I've stopped feeling sorry for these types of people because they're only destroying themselves and they're also destroying others along the way. They suck so much life out of you. But you know what? Check this out. There is a way out. If them people who self-pity themselves end up helping others, they've actually empowered themselves because it makes them feel better and they're able to move on. Do you see the big difference? Forget yourself. It's time to be selfless. When you're going through a stage of being self-pity, when you're self-pitying yourself and you're putting yourself down, go out there and help someone who needs your help. Go out there and help someone. Because by doing that, you're going to empower yourself and help others grow. And then all of a sudden, your actual problems, what you thought of yourself, become trivial. That is how you empower yourself. I'm sorry for those people if I've offended you guys, but this is the thing that needs to be said. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, because when you have choice, you always have choice at the end of the day. You don't have to put yourself down all the time. No way. I believe, yes, I do believe if you're going through a challenging time that you feel sad. Yes, we all feel sad at some stage in our life, but we don't have to put ourselves down. That's the difference. This is what I'm trying to say. Self-pity gets you nowhere. It only destroys the soul and it destroys others. This is what I'm talking about, people. Start helping people and that self-pity will go. That is my message. I've not just gone on and I've probably repeated that same old message time and time again. But it's so important to do this. It's so important to be mindful about these sort of things. And next time someone feels sorry for themselves, give them a kick on the backside. Not literally, but emotionally. Uplift them. But don't just encourage them to be complacent and say, oh, don't worry, it'll be okay. Get them out of that state. Support them by saying, do you know what, it's time for you to help people. It's time for you to move forward. Stop putting yourself down. Look for the good qualities that you have. And once you've identified the good qualities, go out there and use that and help others. That's how you deal with it, people. So, that is my message for today. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.